Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss short answer question SAQs from intermediate first year. So focus on board. Already I finished 6 LAQs. Now say so short answer question in examination you are getting 8 SAQs. From that 8 SAQs you need 6 answers. 2 choice 6 into 4 24 marks you are getting from SAQ short answer question. First question from motion in a straight line. S equals to UT plus half AT square. S equals to UT plus half AT square graph method. First SAQ from intermediate first year. Yes, S stands for displacement. S equals to UT plus half AT square. S is the displacement. U is the initial velocity. Small t, time. A, acceleration. So, displacement S equals to UT plus half AT square. By using graph, we want to derive S equals to UT plus half AT square. So, one particle here, a particle P initially going from U velocity. Initial velocity of a particle V going after some time its velocity V. U is the initial velocity, V is the final velocity, A is the acceleration. What is the required time? T. So a body or a particle moving initially with U velocity, finally it reached V velocity, acceleration A, time small t. What is the displacement in between 2 points means yes. Depend on this data, we are drawing graph because our question only S equals to UT plus half AT square graph method. So we are drawing graph method. By using graph we want to derive S equals to UT plus half AT square. X axis, Y axis, origin. So initially particle moving with U velocity. You take U is the initial velocity. Velocity increase. Now here. So up to your U velocity increased. Finally it reached V velocity. So this gap V starting U is the initial velocity moving with A acceleration. This graph in between displacement and time. So student, this is the time, meaning overall we can get displacement equation from this one. This graph nothing but UT graph, T on x axis, U on y axis, small t on x axis, time, U velocity on y axis. This UT graph nothing but displacement graph. Yes, nothing but displacement. So we can get displacement from this graph. In this one we can get area term. First initial velocity U, its velocity increased. What is the final velocity? Peak value V. Now we are writing subpoints. This dots indicates imaginary student. So U is the initial velocity, This is the V. This one O, you treat A, and this is the B, this is the C, this is the D. I gave different points from O to A. What is the velocity? U. Here we can get one triangle, second one rectangle. This is U, quite opposite U. Opposite sides, both are equal. From O to D point, it takes T time, quite opposite, again T. U is the initial velocity, V is the final velocity. From B to D point, V. This one U. But the balance, V minus U. Now here, in this one, two areas coming. One is the area of triangle, second one area of rectangle. What is our topic? Displacement S equals to UT plus half AT square by using graph method. What is the graph? UT graph. UT graph nothing but indirectly displacement graph only. So U and T, time on x-axis, velocity on y-axis. One particle moving initially with U velocity, finally it reached V velocity. This is the triangle, this is the rectangle coming. For this graph, you can get 1 mark. U, quite opposite side U. T, quite opposite T. From B to D point, V is the final value. Balance V minus U. Now from this graph, we are writing like this. From graph, yes, nothing but displacement. Displacement, yes, nothing but area of OABD. OABD. Area OABD indicates displacement. So S equals to OABD. In this one rectangle present, one is the triangle present. That's why I'm writing rectangle. See symbol. OACD. OACD. Area of rectangle plus area of triangle. Triangle ABC, like this. Now S equals to, what is the rectangle means? Length into breadth. Treat this is the length, this is the breadth. U into T plus, what is the area of triangle means? Half base. What is the base? Base nothing but AC. Otherwise, we'll write one step, no problem. S equals to OA into OD. This is the length into breadth. Half base. What is the base? AC into height, BC. S equals to OA means U, OD means T. U into T, UT. Half AC, nothing but T. Into BC, nothing but V minus U. So student, V minus U means, now see, total 4 equations of motion. You know V equals to U plus AT, plus U coming left side means minus. V minus U equals to AT. Here we are writing V minus U is equal to AT. Then we can get S equals to UT plus half AT square. This is the displacement equation. S equals to UT plus half AT square, student. Displacement equation. What is the question? So that otherwise derive displacement S equals to UT plus half AT square by using graph method. First one, graph. Graph. What is the graph indicates? U is the initial velocity, V is the final velocity, T is the time. From B to D point V, O to A point U. This one U means this one also U. V. What is the balance? V minus U. Overall displacement nothing but area of the given graph. So we wrote yes, nothing but displacement equals to area of the graph. In area of the graph, displacement, one is the rectangle area present, second one is the triangle area present. Length into breadth plus half base into height. Overall, we can get U into T plus AC means T. What is the BC? V minus U. You know, V minus U equals to AT. That equation, S equals to UT plus half AT square. This is the displacement equation by using graph method. Annual examination, motion in a straight line, you can get one question, student. This is the one important question from motion in a straight line. Okay. VSAQ, physical world means VSAQ is coming. Units and measurement also VSAQ will coming. First SAQ starts from motion in a straight line. In motion in a straight line, this is the 3-star question. S equals to UT plus half AT square. So just to focus on diagram. One graph is drawn in between velocity and time. This graph indicates that displacement in between U and T. U on y-axis, T on x-axis. It gives area. That area nothing but displacement. Displacement equals to area of rectangle plus area of triangle. Length into breadth plus half base into height. V minus U equals to AT. This is nothing but displacement equation. Very easy answer. So when you are reading this question, special concentrate on 4-step student, because 4 marks question, 4 schema of evolution point present. See here, first you are writing matter with your own words. A particle, initial velocity U, final velocity V, acceleration A, that one, our convenience we are writing matter. First graph like this. This graph is the most important thing. OA, B, C, D, like this you keep any points. Here T, here also T, U, U, this gap. Here V, V here, U here, what is the balance? V minus U. This diagram, otherwise this graph most important for 1 mark. Next displacement, nothing but area of OABD, nothing but rectangle area plus triangle area. This is the second important point. Third one, S is equals to length into breadth plus half base into height. This one, third step student. 1, 2, 3. Fourth one, you are writing direct. S equals to UT plus half AT square. How? In bracket, you write like this. V minus U equals to AT. This is the 4th step. So, this is point number 1. This is point number 2. Point number 3. Point number 4. This 4 schema of evolution point student. Remaining matter add with your own knowledge. A particle initially moving with U velocity. After traveling S displacement, it reaches V velocity. Its acceleration A. All this one onwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 important steps for 4 marks. This words only we are calling schema of evolution points. So, this is the equation number 1. Yes, total. Question number 1. S equals to UT plus half AT square graph method. Okay. Now we are going towards second question. All this one 3-star question student. Second LAQ. State and explain parallelogram law of vectors. State and explain parallelogram law of vector. This is the second 3-star question from intermediate first year student. This is motion in a plane. This question from motion in a plane. Last time one question came, modulus of a plus b equals to modulus of a minus b. 12th question from previous latest annual examination paper student. So modulus of a plus b equals to modulus of a minus b. What is the angle in between AB? That question from plane lesson. Same 3-star question from motion in a plane. State and explain parallelogram law of vector with what is the magnitude and resultant. They're asking student. Just parallelogram law of vector question coming. This one only answer. State and explain parallelogram law of vector. First statement. Say this is the parallelogram. P quite opposite P. Q quite opposite Q. Full angle theta, half angle alpha. O, A, B, C, D. Anywhere you are writing points means one sequence. You follow one sequence. Go anti-clockwise. Go clockwise. Go anti-clockwise like this. O, A, B, C. Otherwise, O, A, B, C, D like this. Go clockwise, go anti-clockwise. Don't go in mixed zone. So this is the resultant student. P plus Q. See. Now listen carefully. Parallelogram law vector statement in intermediate second year, you are doing practical, physics practical, concurrent forces. Concurrent forces means verification of triangle law, verification of parallelogram law. First of all, what is the statement means here? One vector P, one vector Q, not only PQ, you take AB also, no problem. Any vector, your choice. So, student, two vectors represented with adjacent side. Two vectors with adjacent side of parallelogram. I am giving two different statements, meaning same. One is shortcut statement, one is enlarged statement. Two vectors represented with adjacent side of parallelogram, both in direction and magnitude. Two vectors represented with adjacent side of parallelogram, both in direction and magnitude. Diagonal. This is the diagonal. Diagonal passing through the point gives its resultant. So, two vectors represented with adjacent side. Two vectors represented with adjacent side of parallelogram, both in direction and magnitude. Diagonal passing to the point gives resultant of two vectors. This is the perfect statement for parallelogram law. Simple, two vectors with adjacent side, always diagonal gives resultant. Now, what is the one more statement in shortcut? First of all, statement. This parallelogram law starts with statement onwards. First statement, then after diagram. I will give you complete explanation. Then after 4 schema of evolution point also I am giving student. So, statement, two vectors represented with adjacent side of these two vectors. If you remember, they are going AB. We are writing AB means change this notation. So, two vectors represented with adjacent side of parallelogram, both in direction and magnitude. Diagonal gives resultant of two vectors. Otherwise, go one more method. Two vectors represented with adjacent side. Diagonal gives resultant. That parallelogram, everything don't want, because our topic about parallelogram. Simple. Two vectors represented with adjacent side. Then diagonal gives resultant of two vectors. This statement also we are treating as same. So statement, total parallelogram student, few members, they are drawing like this parallelogram. From student side, this diagram they are thinking correct, but that is the wrong diagram. Few member, parallelogram means they are drawing like this. This is wrong. See, this is rectangle with you are drawing triangle. Don't draw like this. Unequal lines. Just one perpendicular over parallelogram. Now, OBD. Focus on this one. OBD. From triangle OBD. Statement. Two vectors represented with adjacent side of parallelogram, both in direction and magnitude. Diagonal gives resultant over in two lines only. Then after, from triangle OBD. From triangle OBD, what is the angle, student? Otherwise, before that one, from triangle OBD, Pythagoras theorem you go. So Pythagoras theorem means OB square. OB square equals to OD square plus BD square. OB square equals to OD, OA plus AD, OD, OA plus AD whole square plus BD square. A plus B whole square formula, student. A square plus B square plus 2AB, 2AB plus BD square. Equation 1. By using Pythagoras theorem from right angle triangle OBD, we can get equation number 1. Now triangle ABD. ABD. So already right angle 90 degrees came. Sin theta equals to opposite side, meaning BD, by hypotenuse Q. So BD equals to Q into sin theta. Equation number 2. From this right angle triangle, we need sin theta, we need cos theta. Sin theta and cos theta substitute here. We can get resultant equation, student. First, I am giving actual derivation part complete. This one somewhat big. You go in short method. I will give you short method also explanation. What is the statement of parallelogram? Two vectors represented with adjacent side. Just diagonal gives resultant. Diagonal gives resultant with direction also coming. From OBD, Pythagoras theorem, OB square equals to OD square plus BD square. OD means OA plus AD square, A plus B whole square formula, student. A square plus B square plus 2AB. From triangle ABD, go sin angle, go cos angle, means we need sin theta, we need cos theta. Sin theta means opposite side, student, came by hypotenuse Q. Next, cos theta. triangle ABD, cos theta equals to sin theta means opposite side over, cos theta means here base adjacent sides here, AD by AB, AD by AB. So AD equals to AB into cos theta, Q cos theta. Equation number 2. AD equals to Q cos theta. From equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, we can get resultant equation. Before that one, OB square, substitute values in equation 1. OB, nothing but R, P plus Q. This one plus R. OB square, nothing but R square. From 1, R square equals to previous equation 1, OA nothing but P, OA square, P square plus AD square, AD nothing but this one, Q square cos square theta, AD this one, Q square cos square theta plus 2 into OA. OA means P. 2P AD. 2 OA means P. AD means Q cos theta. 2P cos theta, student. See, 2 into P into Q cos theta because of AD value, this one. Next. OA square over AD square over 2 OA AD plus BD square Q square sin square theta. Now see P square plus Q square. Otherwise, you go direct step. See Q square cos square theta, Q square sin square theta means just common word I'm taking, student. Cos square theta plus sin square theta, 2PQ cos theta. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. R square equals to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. From this one, what is the R? Nothing but resultant. R equals to under root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Keep vector symbol. This is resultant. We need resultant and direction. This question specialty starting from OBD, starting from triangle OBD, ending from triangle OBD, starting and ending with one triangle only. OBD, right angle triangle, we wrote Pythagoras theorem. Now angle alpha. From this one direction we need tan alpha equals to opposite side. See, direction I'm writing here. Triangle OBD. Tan alpha equals to opposite side, BD. Tan alpha equals to BD. Opposite side by adjacent side, OD. Tan alpha equals to BD by OD means OA plus AD. OD, OA plus AD. BD, previous case, Q sin theta. OA, P, AD means Q cos theta. From this one, what is the alpha value means, student, direction? Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. This is the parallelogram law topic, student. Resultant, direction, statement, like this. Now listen, this one actual method, you don't go like this big, because you know, if you majority people writing supplementary means this much big size answer you are reading, impossible. Okay, possible means read, no problem. I will give you alternate method also, student. Alternate method means same method, unnecessary step we are cutting. Before that one, I will give you one more time explanation, parallelogram law. State and explain parallelogram law of vectors and direction resultant. We need derivation of resultant equation with direction. First statement. Statement means two vectors. Two vectors represented with adjacent side. Adjacent side of parallelogram, both in direction and magnitude. Diagonal gives resultant of two vectors. This diagonal always gives resultant. Resultant giving and one more direction also coming. Pythagoras theorem, here we are drawing one perpendicular, student. Dot indicate that imaginary. OBD, Pythagoras theorem, equation 1. Equation 1 by using Pythagoras theorem from triangle OBD. Then after ABD, one more triangle is there. From this one, sin theta coming and one more cos theta coming. Substitute that values here, we can get p square plus q square common term, sin square theta plus cos square theta, 2pq cos theta. Bracket word, mathematical condition, you know, sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. We got r square value. R square meaning square, take right side, root, under root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. Direction, tan angle. What is the tan angle? Tan alpha equals to opposite side by adjacent side. Q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. This is the parallelogram law of vector, total derivation part. Now I am giving same answer in short way. Short way also you can get same mark, 4 marks. Same question, student. Just one word enough. State and explain parallelogram law vector. Obviously statement. Don't think first derivation part, second derivation part, both are different. Both are same. In this one, unnecessary step going. Unnecessary, useless steps I am cutting, student. You follow this method or previous method, your choice. Where you are getting easy, which method you are getting easy, follow that method. First statement. Two vectors represented with adjacent side of both in direction and magnitude. Diagonal gives resultant. Just statement finished. Now diagram. Q, Q, P, P, full angle theta, student. Here angles compulsory, full theta, half alpha, O, A, B, C, D. R equals to P plus Q. This diagram compulsory. because for this diagram you can get 1 mark. Now see triangle OBD. Triangle OBD. What is the Pythagoras theorem? OB square equals to OD square plus BD square. OB square, OD, OA plus AD whole square plus BD square. OD square, A plus B whole square, A square plus B square plus 2AB. Equation 1 over. Now see sin theta, opposite side coming student. Sin theta means opposite side, cos theta means adjacent side. Triangle ABD. Sin theta means opposite side, meaning BD equals to Q sin theta. Equation number 2. AD equals to Q cos theta. One is the opposite side we are going sin angle. Second one is the adjacent side cos angle. Put 2, 3 in 1. On solving, R equals to under root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Direct. Remember, they are getting doubt and confused. How we are getting this one? Previous all derivation. See, previous steps we substitute everything we are doing now. That overall calculation we are getting R equals to under root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Like this. Still you are getting doubt means, you know, MPC student, BP student, very regular formula A plus B whole square. This formula 100% same with a slight variation. A square plus B square plus 2AB. This is the mathematics formula student. Square. Right side. Root. Extra we are getting cos angle because of vector resolution. X component nothing but cos theta. A plus B equals to A square plus B square plus 2AB. Extra cos theta coming. P plus Q whole square. P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. The root. This one, both are same. So you go like that. Why we are not writing remaining step means that one all unnecessary steps. You are writing means no problem. If you are getting any confused, otherwise think that this much big answer means you go like this. This is the R. R nothing but what is that? Resultant. Now direction. See your student, direction means direct that one tan alpha. Tan alpha equals to opposite side BD by OD. Or answer BD by OD. BD by OD means OA plus AD. This one like previous model only. OA means P, remaining you know BD means Q sin theta. So Q sin theta by OA means P plus Q cos theta. Direct tan inverse Q sin theta by P plus Q cos theta. This is the direction. Just to check previous derivation part, present derivation part, variation. Statement, diagram or equation alpha. Statement 1 mark, diagram 1 mark, or equation 1 mark, alpha equation 1 mark. This 4 schema of evolution points student. Remaining steps, very few steps we wrote. See this one. That's why this is the short method for parallelogram law of vector. You go like this alternate method. You go like this total enlarged method. Compulsory 4 different points. Important. One is statement. Second one diagram with label, nothing but angles, that points. P, Q vectors. Third one, resultant equation, nothing but A plus B whole square formula only. Last one, angle with direction, tan alpha, nothing but direction. This is parallelogram law of vector. Statement, diagram, or equation, alpha equation. The students. Now, I'm giving one more question explanation. Every question means few derivation part. I will give you alternate method. Alternate method means second method you can get somewhat small size. So parallelogram law over today class. One is S equals to UT plus half at square. First question. Second one, state and explain parallelogram law of vector. Now see next. Show that path of projectile is parabola. This is the last question for this day. This question over means three star FAQs over. 3-star questions, 3. This is the third question. S equals to UT plus half at square. Parallelogram law vector. So that path of the projectile is parabola. From this one, minimum 2 coming. Any worst situation also 1 compulsory. Minimum 2. Situation too hard. 1 compulsory. So that path of the projectile is parabola. This is the last question for this class. First, parabola. Before parabola, what is the meaning of projectile? You see here. This is projectile. You know, majority students, people, they are watching cricket match. In cricket match, graphics 6, they are showing like this. Like this. Okay, like this, 6 they are showing. This is nothing but projectile. How to define projectile means a body projected other than 90, nothing but theta value less than 90, theta not equals to 90. Other than 90 means don't go 91, 92, 100 because our values in between 0 degrees to 90 degrees only. This gap 0 to 90 degrees, 0, 90, all gaps, nothing but what we are calling projectile. A body projected other than 90 degrees, a body projected less than 90 degrees. That is called projectile. What is the path? Parabola. Mathematics means, students, mathematics, MPC student, this parabola, what is the very routine word from mathematics? Now, first projectile, a body projected other than 90 degrees, a body projected theta not equals to 90 degrees. That is nothing but projectile. Starting, you write what is the projectile. A body projected other than 90 degrees. This is called that one, don't want, just theta not equals to 90 degrees. So, a body projected other than 90 degrees, what we are calling projectile. Its path, its way, parabola. For this one diagram. For example, you take initial velocity of a projectile u. U is the initial velocity of a projectile. It makes theta angle. X horizontal component, Y vertical component. U divided into two components. X-axis nothing but cos theta. In vector resolution, X component nothing but cos theta, Y component nothing but sin theta. Uy equals to u sin theta. A body projected with u velocity. That body nothing but what we are calling here projectiles. So a body moving with u velocity from origin onwards. What is the making angle? Theta. U divided into two components. One is the cos component, one is the sin component. U. This u is the initial divided into two components, general like this. One is the x component, one is the y component. X component means cos theta. Y component means sin theta. What is the topic this one? Vector resolution. Vector divided into two different components. X cos theta, Y sin theta. Now here u initial velocity student. Then after again I am writing with dotted points like this. O, you take A, you take B. Now you want to show OAB is parabola. Before that one, you take one C point. This is the C point. What is the time taken by the body to reach C point means T. Here time T is the time taken. X-axis means you take displacement X. Y-axis means along Y, small y is there. So this body moving from O to C. What is the required time? T. In small t time, horizontally it moves X displacement. Vertically means Y displacement. Now we are going towards X-axis. What is the X-axis? This one. You know very well about velocity equals to displacement by time. Same from O to C. From O to C, time is T, time taken small t. X-axis means Ux. Velocity equals to displacement by time along X-axis. What is the displacement? X. Now T equals to X by Ux. From this one we can get first equation. What is the Ux value, student? U cos theta. This is the equation number 1. Again I am repeating. What is the projectile means? A body projected other than 90 degrees. Then after graph, this one parabola. U is the initial velocity. Two components we are taking. One is the x component, one is the y component. X component means ux equals to u cos theta. Y component means uy is equal to u sin theta. One is vertical component, one is the horizontal component. Then after time taken from O to C is small t. Velocity equals to displacement by time. By using this routine formula, time equals to displacement by velocity. What is the velocity? U cos theta. This one equation number 1. Okay. Along x-axis. What is the one more axis? Y-axis. So in y-axis we can get derivation come answer. Along y-axis, you know student from S equals to ut plus half at square formula. This one equation of motion, total 4 equation of motion. You know that one. V equals to u plus at. S equals to ut plus half at square. Just now with derivation part over, first equation. Third one, v square minus u square equals to 2as. Last one, Sn equals to u plus n minus 1 by 2 into a. So from s equals to ut plus half at square, y direction, y components means what the displacement means y, s equals to y. Right values, s equals to y, u nothing but uy, uy nothing but sin theta. What is the a? A nothing but student acceleration due to gravity, but minus g. Why we are taking minus g means body moving opposite to the ground, body moving against ground. That's why opposite means upwards, minus sign convention, g value slowly decreases. Then what is the t value here? X by u cos theta. So, t equals to x by u cos theta. Substitute this value here. S means y, u nothing but uy, u sin theta into time, x by u cos theta plus half a minus g t square x by u cos theta whole square. U cancel, sin by cos tan theta into x plus into minus, minus 1 by 2 g denominator u square cos square theta into x square. This equation we are writing y equals to ax minus bx square. From this one compare, what is the a value? Tan theta into x, a nothing but tan theta. What is the b? G by 2u square cos square theta. So y equals to ax minus bx square means what is this equation? Parabola. So path of projectile is parabola. So student, one more time I am giving explanation. Total 3 important 3-star questions over. One is s equals to ut plus half at square, graph method. Second one, parallelogram law of vector. Third one, show that path of the projectile is parabola. Projectile, a body projected other than 90 degrees, that one only projectile. Graph, initial velocity ux, nothing but u cos theta. Final, initial velocity only u, and vertical component, this one vector resolution, x-axis cos theta, y-axis sin theta. From O to C point, what the required time means t. Now we are taking x-axis, velocity equals to displacement by time, time equals to displacement by velocity. But the velocity term u cos theta. Next, y component we are taking s equals to ut plus half at square. All values we are writing u nothing but uy, a nothing but minus g, s nothing but y, small t nothing but from 1. This is from equation 1. Substitute here sin by cos tan theta plus into minus, minus half g u square cos square theta. Overall ax minus bx square. Compare a tan theta, b g by 2u square cos square theta. This is parabola equation, student. This minus, for this a is equal to minus g. About this minus, here we are getting minus because body moving opposite the ground, a equals to minus g, sin component. Body moving toward the ground, a equals to plus g. So path of the projectile is parabola. These 3-star questions. From these 3, minimum 2, otherwise at least 1 question coming in your supplementary examination. Okay, students, we'll continue tomorrow.